Hi guys, hello. It's Tamara Nicola. My bed is a little messy because I have been going through my sweaters for the winter season. Listen, winter is not going to be up, and I have not worn at least five of these sweaters in this pile. Okay, I have been sleeping, literally sleeping on my sweaters, and I was organizing them today and going through them because I believe I'm actually letting a couple of them go. So I said, you know what? Let me share with you guys a couple of sweater styles, okay, from my wardrobe, and also, some older stuff that I own. Also share with you guys some window shopping that I've been doing and some sweaters that I have been looking at that I would like to bring in for the following year or for springtime. Also, I want to share with you guys how I take care of my sweaters. I feel like that's so important. I don't see style influencers talk enough about how to care for the items. So I just want to get into that, how to care for my sweaters, suggestions on how you can care for your sweaters too to make them last longer, to give you some longevity with those knits. And also, my favorite sweater or sweaters that's going to stand the test of time. Okay. I want to say that right now I am wearing one of them. This is my wool cardigan. My wool, let me get some of this stuff away. My bed is made. It's just that, I have sweaters that I want to show you guys that I took out. They were in a pile, but I guess me like moseying around messed up the pile. I don't like to post these videos in like sloppy elements. That's just me. And I'm pretty organized and keep my home organized. So it matters to me that, I can say that to you guys. I really needed to tell you that. So you get an idea of like just how I operate and how I treat my clothing and how I treat my space and how I treat my things. Okay. So this is a black embroidered, or you can call it embellished cardigan that I bought 100% wool. Okay, I got this many years ago, at least 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more than that. Okay, I would say about 10 years, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure. It's been a while that I've had this. I think I wear this like maybe once every winter, at least one time each winter. So when you think about it, if I've had it for about 10 years, I haven't really worn it that many times. When you think maybe like what, 10 or 12 times. But it's 100% wool. This has been holding up so perfectly. This is from H&M. Okay, when H&M came to the States and had like the best materials for pretty good prices. At the time, they were pretty good prices. So I think this sweater was like $50, like $49 for a wool sweater back then. Obviously, it wasn't that inexpensive because $49 back then, right now, equates to like maybe 75 bucks, right? 10 years ago, or maybe like a little bit more than that. I really don't know how to do the math for that, but it would definitely be a little closer to maybe 80 bucks, close to $100. So it wasn't really that inexpensive, but back then I thought, wow, $50 for a wool sweater, beautiful sweater, that was like an amazing price. But it really wasn't. H&M really wasn't all that cheap. But I guess when you're comparing it to higher end things, like it really was. Okay. So this is my favorite cardigan. I don't have many. Okay. Why I love this cardigan is that it's wool. First of all, listen, if you are in the market for a wool sweater, if you are seeking one out, get one. Okay. Wool lasts a really, really long time. I find that my wool items, they don't like fade either. So this was a really good buy, and I just think I'm gonna have this. Unless I go up in size, which I doubt I will, I'm gonna have this probably for the rest of my life. I love this cardigan, okay? And I'll share with you guys some other cardigans. Take a look here. I have some other cardigans that I have been eyeing. If you want a beautiful wool cardigan, check out Comme des Garçons with the heart embellishment on there. This is 100% wool. I feel like I'm not seeing a lot of wool sweaters or like wool cardigans or knits out there. So when you find a good one that's not over 500 bucks, I'd say grab it. I per se would take a look at the Comme des Garçons sweater, look at it a little bit longer and see if it might go down in price as we're entering the spring season. But also, if you really, really need one and you love this one, I'd say go ahead and grab it before your size is gone, okay? And then when in doubt, you can go thrifting. You can go thrifting and see if you find a beautiful wool knit or beautiful wool cardigan. Okay, so those are just some tips. Revolve has embellished black cardigans. Urban Revival has this beautiful curved cardigan that I think it's out there. It's artsy. It's very creative. It's pushing the envelope a little bit, but it's a cardigan. But for a cardigan, which is more on the conservative side, this is really pushing the envelope. I think it's cutesy. I think it's cutesy because I have big boobs. I wouldn't like necessarily go with the wavy sleeve. I don't know. I'd have to try it on and see. But I like the look for someone who's maybe not as busty. I think it would look like so awesome. Okay, so and I had this special relationship with my girls, so I'm not really big on trying to take like a lot of attention away from them or compete with them in my clothing with my tops. I tend to stay away from that because I am aware that I'm bigger bust. I have a bigger bust, and also I enjoy clothing that flatters my chest, right? Versus, I guess, take away from it. So that's just my little thing. But check it out. And the price is really good at Urban Revival. I'm not really sure about the fabric though. I didn't really look into the fabric. I was more looking at the aesthetics of it. But yeah, I'm not sure about the fabric. Let me find out for you guys and I'll like write it on the screen. So yeah, let's get into sweaters in my wardrobe that I am loving right now and why, okay? And these are some sweaters that I've had for a few years at a time. So I'm presenting them to you guys so that you can see some of the more classic feels, the more modern classic types that hold longevity, that can transcend time, or transcend eras, different clothing eras. So yeah, let's get into it. These are sweaters that I definitely need and want in my wardrobe to stay. Okay, and then I'll talk a little bit about how to care for these particular sweaters or some of these particular types of fabrics. Okay, so you've probably seen this before. I'm going to start off with the one that I'm actually thinking about letting go of, that I've shared with you guys before, that I also love. This is by Tracy Reese. And this particular colorful, kind of dotted, spotted knit, it's popular, and I feel like it was around a lot in the 80s, and we keep reinventing them. It has some piping here that's just so beautiful, and some holes, like hole design here, like perforated design here. It's a beautiful knit. Okay, the problem is it's in a size medium and it fits me loose and it doesn't really give me any pizzazz. It just kind of sits on my body and I'm not really there anymore with it. So with like how that particular type of look fits me, like I don't really do that often. And I think that it doesn't really serve me, and the whole crew neck thing on it, it's not really serving me. I'm in a place right now where um my clothing definitely has to compliment me, and when I wear it, I have to love it and not second guess it like at all. So with this, I would wear it to work a lot, but I don't really wear it out because I don't love it, but I enjoy it. Okay, so I'm thinking about releasing this. So let me put that over there in the pile. And this is my all-time favorite. This is by United Colors of Benetton, and this is also a wool sweater that you can wear as a sweater dress. Okay, and also as a off-the-shoulder sweater, or like a really huge cowl neck sweater. So it's so versatile, and I love it. I love the color. I love the design. I love the metallic in it. I love the curvy design on the bottom. This is gonna be with me for the next 20 years. Unless someone like comes into my closet and just takes it and run, where is this going? It's not going anywhere, guys. It's not going anywhere. So this is a keeper. I'm going to put this in the keeper pile. I have a little basket here. So I'm going to put this in for keeps pile. Okay. I have this Sioni recycled polyester sweater that I got from Bloomingdale's a while back. You can find this actually on Poshmark right now. They're selling it, I guess, like used versions. I wore this the other day to work, and it was kind of cute. It's a little looser on me. I think it's a size, well, size small. I just don't know about it. I think I'd rather get like a Chanel like cropped jacket that's more structured versus like a knit. But it's giving classic vibes, classic feels. It's recycled polyester, which is great. So it's falling within that sustainable arena. But I'm not crazy about the gold buttons. It looks kind of cheesy. I don't know if you could see that. It looks a little cheesy, the shape of it. I think I need to figure out how to wear this. And I've had it for like a couple of years, but when I wear it, I'm not particularly in love with it. So I'm going to put this in the questionable, I think I'm getting rid of it pile. Okay. I think it's a great style to have. However, the fit is not the best for me. Maybe I could belt it or something, but it's the fit. It's the fit. It's the sleeves. It's just a little too simplistic for me. I need a little bit more va-va-voom. Okay, a little bit more va-va-voom. Something a little bit more not so expected. But Chanel vests and sweaters, that whole design, that whole look, it is on the expected side, but I don't really think it does much for me. So I'm just going to go with that and go with my gut feeling. Okay. And it's so important to go with your gut feeling when you're deciding to release and let go of certain items. Okay. Your gut will not lie to you. All right. Listen to your gut. It's connected to you. What is your gut is connected to on a molecular level? Your gut is connected to like your brain. Like if your gut's all messed up, your brain can function properly. Okay. And I have some food sensitivities, so I know. Okay. This is you don't see this often. It's like it could be like a scarf. Okay, so it comes apart on the side. It could be like a scarf that you use to throw over a regular top to add some extra layer to keep you warm in the wintertime. Okay, this is a turtleneck, but I forgot what you call those. it's like a half sweater, and it's just supposed to like cover the front half and the back half of you, right? So this is really cute. What I love about it is that I can button it up on the side, and it's actually like a turtleneck sweater, okay, with no sleeves. So I really do love this. I'm not crazy about the color, but it's 100% cotton, and it has this faux fur design on the edge here, which makes it really chic and really fun. And I'm loving this. I'm loving this, and this is a keeper. I got this from Marshall's maybe like 3 years ago, and it was in the kids section. That's one of the great things about being a size small, just being on the smaller end. You can do things like that, like find something that's a really good fit for you in the kids section. I can't believe I'm telling this, but I did. This is like the only thing that I found in the kids section, and I love it. It fits me great. I need to style this for you guys, so we're gonna keep this. This is going in the keeper pile. Oh, wait a second. Actually, I put this in the wrong pile. This is going in the I'm not keeping you pile, and I put it in the I'm keeping you pile. This is questionable, so I'm going to just put it over here. And then this is a keeper, so it goes over here. Okay, let me not get it twisted, because I don't want to release something that I really want to keep, okay? This, guys, oh my gosh, you've seen me style this, hopefully. This like kind of furry knit. What I love about this is that you can ruche it. You can like crop it and ruche it in the front here. That's so cool. It has a drawstring there. And the color is just beautiful, like this yellow type of mustard color. I love styling this sweater. This is actually one of my favorites. I feel like if you want a luxurious vibe with a sweater, go with sweaters that are like furry like this and just soft and plush. Usually they are polyester. Okay, so you're not really getting the best material. However, you're gonna get the best feel, and these never go anywhere. These are a keeper. I don't know how to I got this from Burlington like maybe 3 years ago. I don't know how to explain why it's a keeper. I just know like it's so feminine. It's like when you really want to elevate your look and give a little bit of glam, sweaters like these are perfect. And there are some brands right now who are selling, this type of plush look in like black. I'm not really seeing it in a lot of different colors, but if you want to start off, get black or cream, you'll have it forever. Like you can really do some things with this, okay? It was important for me to get a more V-neck version with this. I feel like it looks better than a round neck. So this is going in the keep pile. She's a keeper. Let's see here. And I'm all about cream sweaters in general. This is also like a plush cream sweater by the brand. I think I got this from Burlington also, Cliché. And it has a little bit of wool in it. It has like a mixture of things in it. But I find that a classic a ball design sweater with the beautiful ball. And I love the sleeves on this. I love the sleeves. Beautiful sleeves. And it's like a mock neck, kind of like a turtleneck, but not quite. This sweater is a hit. I have not really styled this properly, so my bad. I have rushed through this whenever I wear it. So I want to style this properly for you guys, so I should do a look with this in the near future. So yeah, that whole ball dotted look, it has a more classic feel, and I feel like you can't go wrong with it. It's here to stay. And that's another look that gives you that instant type of glam, but also fun and playful feel, okay? It's classic, but it can also go into modern territory. So this is a keeper for me. And Cliche makes some fun sweaters if you can get your hands on them. I've never been in a store, but I've seen like some of their sweaters like in Burlington or like some other department stores, and they're actually really well made. So if you can get your hands on that brand, check it out. And you can get your hands on the brand Bash or B plus Ash. I see it a lot on Farfetch. They have really great items for a good price as far as like knits and sweaters and things. Really, so I definitely want to move into like a more I definitely want to move into like a more like off the shoulder sweater vibe, like asymmetrical, just a little bit more edgy with the newer sweaters that I'd like to obtain. And just good materials. I want to stay within the realm of good materials, quality pieces. Honestly, there's some things out there that I'm seeing the fit's off for me. I don't particularly like the fit, or it's like $100 and up, 160 and up, and I don't really like the material. So I'm very careful. I have this sweater. It's like a kind of like a zigzag striped. You would mistake it for like animal print, but it's kind of not. I love that it's so artsy in its own right. However, it's recycled polyester, and I loved it when I loved it, but I'm leaning more into like a more simplistic kind of sweater sweater realm with my style of sweaters. I want something just a little less out there, just more subdued. I feel like I have some of those pieces, but I'm going to release this and give it to someone else who, give it to charity or someone who would need it. It's by the brand Vero Moda, but I've styled it up the last couple of years or 2 or 3 years, and I enjoyed it, and I'm just ready to let it go because I replaced it with this beautiful maxi sweater. I'm getting more into maxi sweaters, full length sweaters. I also like diesel sweaters. Diesel is doing something really well with their sweaters. I think they always did, but I'm seeing more diesel sweaters and knits that I'm like really loving. So this is by the brand 525. They also have this on Amazon, so I'll link it for you guys. It's a beautiful brown chocolate full length cardigan sweater, and the neck pops up. I'll show you it. I wore my boyfriend styled me in it and put me in a, I had my Valentine's Day dress, and he was like, "Oh, this is another look that you can do with the sweater. You can pair it with this dress. You'll have some options," and it came out just fantastic. It made me realize how versatile this sweater is. You can wear it with something dressy, you can play it down, you can wear it with leather. There's so many different things that you can do. You could wear it by itself with some boots, okay? So I need to style this sweater for you guys in a few different ways to show you how important it is to have in your wardrobe a full-length cardigan sweater. Like, I didn't really know until now. Like, getting this sweater was like kind of pushing the envelope for me because I don't own like a full length to the floor cardigan sweater, okay? So it's beautiful. I find that the material probably isn't my first preference, but it's a blend of some things, and it's weighty and it feels like quality. I'll just have to be careful with, I loved it so much. I just have to be careful with how I wash it because I don't want any I don't want the material to pile up and show like little balls or anything like that. So it's important for me to keep it pristine by hand washing it every single time. And I mentioned earlier that I would talk to you guys about great ways to take care of your knits. Listen, I take care of my knits by hand washing them. I do not, very rarely, unless it's like 100% cotton, like I have this Free People cropped, frayed, 100% cotton, kind of like polo type of knit that I usually put into the washing machine. You know, it's cotton, so I could do that. But with some of my other materials, you know, when you talk about like your wools, your acrylic, your viscose blend, your rayons and things like that, your even your polyester, because some of these knits have polyester mixed in. I hand wash them. I started to put this in the machine when I started to lose interest, and I was like, okay. But typically I wouldn't do that. Like I would hand wash it, and I love to use Woolite on my sweaters. Or like a sensitive detergent for like the lighter colors, but for my darker sweaters, darker colors, like I will be using Woolite for dark colors on this sweater. And I usually like wash it in the tub with my gloves on, right? My heavy duty, not heavy duty, but like my regular house gloves. I have a separate pair for washing clothing. And yeah, that's how I take care of my knits. Okay, you could also take it to the cleaners. It costs a little bit more, but if it's a piece that you love, it can really, oh, you see my jeans? I'm having some fun jeans with this. I'm hoping to style, like piece the look together for you guys and show you guys a photo of this together. But yeah, you know, take it to the cleaners. The cleaners is always, it's always a good thing, you know. Find a cleaners that's not so expensive, so it's not like dipping so much into your pocket. You don't want to also keep spending money at the cleaners for an item also. Just like you're paying more at the cleaners for what you spent on the item. You don't, I feel like there's a way to do it. Maybe you can mix it up, take it to the cleaner sometimes, hand wash it other times, or I'll find a cleaners that's not robbing you. It really shouldn't cost that much. Maybe like $7 to $12, I would think. So, yeah. So this is definitely going in the keep pile. We keeping her. She's a keeper. And something that I was on the fence with. Oh my goodness, I have other sweaters that I haven't gotten to. But listen, this is my Armani Exchange. It's wool. It's mostly wool, and it has these cut out circles on the sleeve, going down the sleeve. This is also one of my favorites along with this. So this is giving like dainty vibes, right? And this is just giving sexy. And then it zips down. Like I sometimes like to zip it down. I like to zip it down and show cleavage. So I am loving, this is like one of my favorite sweaters. I love her. And so that's going in the keep pile. And I mentioned this. This is just more like a knit from Staud, like an asymmetrical kind of off the shoulder cardigan. Oh yeah, so this is my other cardigan, and I'm so glad I got this because I love this and I love the color. So that's a keeper. And this knit is by Maj, or is it Maji? Okay. The cutout shoulder, beautiful knit, ribbed in black, and just stunning. Mock neck also, just a stunning sweater, totally a keeper. You know, these sweaters add versatility, so I could wear them in different ways. And that's part of the longevity, when you can find different things to do with them. You know, like you can kind of pick them out at any given time at a moment's notice. Okay, that's really important. That truly matters. And the last thing I want to share is this orange, like tassel knit that I think could work in the winter. It could also work in the spring. It could also, can it work in the fall? I don't really see it in the fall. I see it more like in the winter and then in the spring. That's just how I see it. So you can layer this, you know, you could do it as a, wear it as a vest if you want that, pop of color. I'm saying if you want that pop of color, for me, I feel like a pop of color knit is so essential. Otherwise, I find myself kind of being a little too simplistic and a little boring. Although the items that I've showed you have some like minor details that's very captivating. I don't know. Sometimes you just need that pop of color. You just need to pop. You just need to step out there and pop. And so that's what this is. And I have yet to style it. But I feel like I have, like, I'm working into buying like baggier items for loose fitting things like this. So I get to enjoy this in a fun way now. It's just gorgeous. It's very, very chic. I got this from like a small boutique in New Jersey like years back, and I just have not worn this item. So bear with me and I will share it with you guys in the near future. I should really do a style post on that. And that's it, guys. That's it. I'm going to style this up for you guys really quickly, take a couple of pictures and show you. Bam. A bam. Bam. That's how I decided to style this and add a little accent to things and, you know, have a little bit of fun for the winter and create a little bit of contrast with this like faux fur headband. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I mean, I didn't mean to go through all of my sweaters with you, but it wasn't actually all of them. It was like quite a few. But I wanted to show you the diversity that I do have in my wardrobe and how significant each piece is and how individual each piece is and how they fall and sit within a different category of style. So it's important to have that individuality with your sweaters so that you can rotate, you know, put something away for 1 or 2 years and then bring it out again, you know, the third year, okay? So let me know how much you like this video. Let me know if you like this video. Comment below. I love to love you. It's your girl, Tamara Nicola, and I am signing out. I love to love you. I'll see you guys Thursday or Friday of this week. Mwah. Have a beautiful and blessed week and weekend. Bye.